told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yeah, it's like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First play's a run with Mwangu. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the Mwangu. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On second down, here's Mwangu. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Handoff right side, Mwangu. The determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Up the middle, Mwangu. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
From the 38 now, here's a second down and 6. To Jefferson on the slant. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Vikings 7, Texans 0.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Stroud. And this one's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Ty Zentner now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 1st down, they'll run with the Wonder. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A first down throw for Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Another run now for Nwangu. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Third and goal for Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down. And now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Joseph is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stroud to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Following the interception, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Vikings 17, Texans 0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after one.
Texans 0.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Pierce now up the middle. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd down and 4. Another carry for Pierce. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Got it. Ready? Go.
Quickly out wide to Mechie. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Pierce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Drops this off with Nwangu. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On the give is Nwangu. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Give left side here for Nwangu. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Handoff here to Nwangu. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5.
Good route here. First. Yellow.
Cousins. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Come on.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 41-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now. Now it's Nwangu. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Porter. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Nwangu. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
70.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Cousins.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's second down.
On the run is Nwagu, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Throwing is Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9. This will be complete to Mechie.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ready?
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here we go. Here we
now
go.
A 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
Stroud off the play fake. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. DJ Reader in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. Now Stroud. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stroud looking to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And it's caught. Touchdown. John Mechie from 4 yards out. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's Nwangu. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 300.
Cousins now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Derek Stingley picks it.
Well, I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Throw left side complete. That's Cox. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
Touchdown, Texans. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
So my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
He'll buy some time right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And he's caught on the sideline. Down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
It is kick is absolutely perfect.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the three, but with starting field position like that, three's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put sixes on the scoreboard.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The role with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On second down, here's the longer. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 33. Shifts past him. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
Ooh, the juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Texans have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's 1st and 10. First play's a run with Nwangwu. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
completes this to Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Here's first down. Now a give running right, no longer.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
This is 1st and 10. Up the middle, no longer. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Cousins.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps and allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Cousins to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
An excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Texans, it's an important